Stimulator.tv.
This episode of It's the End of the World as We Know It and I Feel Fine was made possible by contributions from slaves like you. Thank you very much.
While at the same time, the actions by the anti-war movement might alienate or give the other side, the rich motherfuckers, the ability to use it against us by portraying us all as destructive, mindless anarchists and so forth. I think it goes a bit both ways. While at the same time it really beat the fuck out of a lot of people in Chicago in '68, it did radicalize a lot of different people, and it really exposed how reactionary and how inherently violent the police state really is.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine.
And are now out of the clink. All of these folks receive tremendous amount of solidarity from support committees and comrades. But they are courageous freedom fighters out there kicking capitalist ass in cyberspace, and who face the violence of the state out here in the physical world. You may have heard of them. The world knows them as Anonymous, and some of their peeps have been snatched up by the security apparatus. Well, now they have their own support network called FreeAnons. To find out more about Anonymous, I had to transport myself to the subterranean metaverse and meet these folks. How the fuck do I do this? They just said to just go to this website and punch in this password and everything will be like... What the fuck? Anyway, FreeAnons, how the fuck are you?
Oh, hi, Stimulator. Thanks for asking. We're fucking angry.
So, what the fuck is FreeAnons?
FreeAnons is part of a global network of digital adversaries to government and corporate censors. It was founded as a response to the government crush of activists, digital rights activists, and communication specialists who are anonymous people who have been jailed for their work towards radical transparency. We fight to open liberated spaces in the real world as well as in tech internets. We track investigations against Anonymous. In doing so, we are exposing an ever-growing surveillance police state, a pretty insidious one, that is intent on militarizing and policing the internet.
Since most of us are anonymous, we might come from anywhere. Generally, we are people who have gathered to protect fallen comrades. We organize through Internet Relay Chat. We publish tools on Internet encryption and anonymity. We produce and have supporters who produce a wide variety of media across every medium in order to spread the message that we won't cave till we give a fatal blow to the unjust system that seeks to criminalize and silence our voices. We publish news on FreeAnons.org. We watch the watchers because we think it's fucked beyond belief that Anonymous is arrested for activities that so-called legitimate entities like NSA do under veneer of law every day, when they are in fact the biggest criminals on the planet and who use anonymity themselves to hide their corrupt agendas. So no accountability for them, and maximum accountability for us. That's the biggest issue.
Who is Jeremy Hammond, and why is his case so fucking important?
Jeremy Hammond is an anarchist activist from Chicago. He is also a digital revolutionary, a hacker, who is alleged to have liberated private intelligence emails through the breach of Strategic Forecasting, Incorporated, a company in the U.S. hooked into the intelligence industrial complex. In other words, a private U.S. henchman for CIA. The emails he obtained from Straightfor were leaked to WikiLeaks. Like previous WikiLeaks material, they show the U.S. as a corrupt and illegal military power, set on engineering a global agenda and operating under an illegal double standard, in order to retain power by any means necessary.
Like other activists and whistleblowers who dare to expose the massive fraud that operates as the U.S. military, intelligence and law enforcement machine, he faces severe and unjust penalty, while the perpetrators of the real crimes walk free. If convicted at trial, he will face 30 years to life under the CFAA, the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. He's 28 years old.
His case is important because it shows how far the U.S. government will go to shut down anonymous anarchists and revolutionaries who fight against entrenched government and corporate power. The judge in his case, Loretta Preska, has connections, though her husband, to the target, Straightfor, and has presided in other cases as a government lackey to CIA. So FreeAnons does things, like offers support to Hammond's support network.
What other cases are you providing support for that peeps should know about?
We provide support for anyone who has been arrested or is under investigation for working under the anonymous banner. Current prosecutions are not just against hackers. They are against media artists like Adam Naffer in the US, whose crime was producing a video about those, and also Barrett Brown in the US, a journo who was tracking US military technology to infiltrate chat rooms and flood them with US propaganda. There are cases against network engineers and admins like Christopher Weatherhead in the UK, whose real crime, as far as we can tell, was simply being an admin at Anonymity. We also support the PAYPAL4 activists who utilized a coordinated network attack against PayPal when PayPal cut payment to WikiLeaks just because they wanted to suck up to US politicians.
In addition, we currently track other activist cases, like those against Red Hack in Turkey and activists in countries throughout Europe and South America.
What can people do to help?
First of all, spread the word. Talk to people about what is happening on digital battlegrounds. Inform the public about these arrests, police harassment, raids, and infiltrations. Expose the feds wherever you spot them. Teach yourself and others how to stay safe by utilizing basic security. Organize a cryptoparty. Don't log. Don't talk to the police. Remember that anonymity is the cornerstone of political speech and the best tool against censorship. Bye.
Anything else?
Yeah, expect us.
Thanks, Anonymous.